Welcome to another virtual adult improv show with the LA Connection players. I'm Ken Sco, the founder and owner of the LA Connection. We're celebrating over 48 years of dishing out fine comedy, short and long form improv. Tonight it's long form improv on our online team. We've done about 5 years doing online shows virtually to your homes. And we've done short form. That's how we started. We still do that. But we also do long form. We probably have over 40 different long form games. And this cast tonight, the 5 p.m., have played almost every one of them, along with my Tuesday 5 p.m. cast. Let's introduce our cast, starting with Brian.
Hey, everyone, buckle up.
Jack.
What's up, guys?
Andrea.
Hello, this is Andrea. Thank you for joining.
James.
Hello, Ayuto.
And Kent. Not Kent, he's my son, Nick. I'm calling my son, that is my son, Nick. Still my son. Maybe not after this show. Andrew.
Hey, hope you enjoy the show.
And Zoe, who looks like Grace Slick today.
Peace and love, rock and roll.
1960 San Francisco. Okay, here we go. Our first game we're going to be doing today is called Juvenile Hall, and then we'll play another game called The Dude Ranch. So you're going to play two characters today. So as you can see, all the names of the characters are playing up front. You can see all the characters that they're playing. And let's get to work here. All right, listen, I wanted to call everybody together today. We have two of the inmates, Sinner and Tex. Sinner is going to be turning 18 in about a week. And we've got to decide, do we want to send him to foster care, to another low security jail, or do we want to let him go? So that's what we're going to be talking about today. The other one is Tex. Tex is 17 and a half, and Tex has been in here for a half a year. We're going to be talking about the cases of these guys, as you know, with each and every one of you today, and I'll have meetings in pairs talking about these two cases. Ultimately, at the end of this meeting, which we're going to be having here for about 45 minutes or so, we'll be able to determine if we should let them out on probation or parole them, let them go, or send them to another home, foster home, or another prison. Anyway, you guys all know the case of Sinner and Tex. Sinner, of course, has been in here in and out 3 times, starting when he was 14 years old, came back when he was 16, came back when he was 17. He's been in here almost a year. Each time before that was 6 months. Some was just petty stealing, looting, doing stuff like that. But then he got into carjacking, stealing cars, selling the car parts, and he's also, been selling some over-the-counter pills, saying that they, of course, they weren't what they were, okay? So those are some of the reasons he's been in here over the last 3 times. The worst was the carjacking, which is why he's been here for a year. He happened to carjack the mayor's car. That wasn't too smart. Anyway, Tex. Tex. Yeah. Well, Tex is a compulsive liar. He's a BSer. Never tells the truth. You don't know what he's doing. He's stolen from us here. He's stolen supplies. He's tried to go into some of the food rooms and do those. He's one of those guys who's kind of out on the yard making deals with people on the outside to get stuff in the inside. And, he was in the little gang, that used to scare people. I mean, it wasn't a big gang. I mean, it wasn't like a, MS-13 or anything like that. It was a little gang with a bunch of teenagers threatening athletes on the football team and baseball team and all that to to get things for them, usually money or weed, and that's why they're here. But I'm going to have you guys that talk more about their cases. I'm just giving you a kind of an. I got to stop smoking. Anyway, let me see. Let me see the counselor and the probation officer first. Everybody else, I'll be calling you in. Thank you for coming in early. Ooh, wow. Yeah, my wife left me.
Yeah.
Yeah, she doesn't like me smoking. I started smoking again. She makes me nervous. She's very neurotic. Anyway, it's not about me. Okay,
No, it
so
comes from an oral need that you've been
What?
struggling with
Oh.
since you were like 5 years old. Like we talked about that.
yeah, well, I wasn't breastfed, okay? So I have to suck on things, and right
I
now
know,
it's
I know.
cigarettes, okay?
I feel you. I feel you. I know that's terrible.
Well, no,
you know.
don't feel me.
My
I'll
cousin,
feel
I-
I'll
I
feel
think-
myself. I don't like. Sometimes you get a little too intimate, you know. So I don't want you feeling me or anybody. I know you're saying you feel me, but you don't really feel me. Okay.
I know that lack of care like brings to be very illicit defensiveness. I know that's part of your
Okay, well, we're not here to talk about me, okay? We're here to talk about Center and Tech.
Right,
So,
right.
okay,
I-
this is a problem with you. You always try and analyze everybody. We can start analyzing Brian now, too, in this meeting?
Stay
Yeah,
away
of
from me.
course.
No.
Brian,
No.
that black hat. I
Oh,
mean,
here we
that-
go.
Fucking
I mean,
hell. dude.
if I ask you, like, black hat, and then how that relates to your relationship to your father.
Oh, my God.
I think I'm touching.
You mean
I'm
the one
touching
who
now-
left me when I was 5, left me to scrounge in my small New York apartment all by myself? That's what you mean?
I know. That's hard, right? That's hard.
Okay.
I feel you too, Brian.
Gee, stay away. Don't
Yeah,
fucking touch me.
no, don't. Yeah, this whole feely touchy bullshit. Okay, look at Center and Tex. Okay, let's talk about them because we get you in a meeting and you try and analyze everybody you're in a meeting with rather than talk about the case studies things here. Okay, so
I love
You-
my job.
okay, great. All right, let's just start with Center. I'm going to talk to you first, and then if you think he should go out on probation or we should let him go, I'm going to talk to Brian about that. Stay in your lane. Talk about Center.
I feel I deeply feel Sinner, but I think it would be too risky to have Sinner out. So Sinner, I thought it was a case of bipolarism, but now because he's the nicest guy, 70% of the day, and then all of a sudden, carjacking, stealing, and cursing. So now I realize that he's possessed. So I found out, like I investigated a little bit, and apparently Sinner is a nickname. His real name is Mario,
Okay.
but it's a nickname because he's got the devil inside.
So you're saying he calls himself Sinner because he's got the devil inside? Is that what you're saying?
Oh.
That Mario turned into Sinner? That was his nickname?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in order to have Mario out on parole, we need an exorcism. That's
What are you, a
Oh,
counselor or a
God.
priest?
Jeez,
Which one?
please.
Priest, a Catholic priest, that would be the most appropriate way to deal with
Listen, I don't think we're not the people who can decide
I
on
don't
exorcisms.
trust that, no,
Yeah, that's we're.
I mean,
That's-
I have
that's-
some referrals, but
Oh my God. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna go down the diocese again of all. You think anybody who's in here is possessed sometimes. I mean, you either think there is some sort of paranormal, like aliens abducted them, or
aliens are
or-
real.
oh God. So here
What
we
are you
go. See,
talking
I don't know.
Aliens are real.
Have you ever considered that you're self-projecting, Andrea? Are you
Yeah.
sure you're not the one possessed?
Yeah,
do
maybe
mean?
you
Want
are.
to
Maybe-
expand on that?
Yeah, maybe the devil's in you.
The devil isn't me.
Oh God, we're joking. Okay, let's go to Brian. This guy's nuts. Okay, all right, go ahead, Brian. I should have never had anybody who graduated from Berkeley.
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
Yeah.
you're telling me. Anyway, so about Cinna. Yeah, Cinna, he's he's all right. I don't know that putting him out back there is gonna do much good. Maybe keeping him locked up, like kind of in a house arrest deal for a little bit where he can't access any cars, seeing if maybe that's gonna change his attitude on that. But otherwise, I mean, it won't hurt him to stay in here for a little while longer, away from the vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was really weird. The deputy, Nick, he said, go give him what he does. Let's make him an Uber driver. What the hell was he talking about? He'd steal every Uber. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. Okay, let's go over to Tex.
A little reverse psychology scenario there.
Yeah.
Huh?
Okay, yeah. Tex is the bully in the yard. Everyone comes to Tex. Tex is to get stuff in and out, sent in and out. He's a little con man. He's a bullshitter. What do you got on that, Andrea?
I mean, he wants to go out because he says that he's married, that he's got 3 kids already, and also that his father is
He's 17
Jesus
and a
Christ.
half. He
told me that
he's bullshitting. That you don't have 3 kids.
Can't believe that shit, Andrea.
What do you
Come
mean?
on.
You said that he's lying? He seems so honest. I mean,
Bro, every time he talks to me, he's spitting everything's a falsehood. Nothing's true about it. He said he was born in Europe and he moved here when he was 2 by himself. There's so many
he's not born.
with everything.
So you're saying that he's not born in Paris?
No.
No.
And he doesn't speak French?
No.
Have you tried to speak French with him?
Yeah, I did my best. Like he said.
What? He said bonjour and then he stopped because that's all he knows.
Baguette.
But it was like very convincing. Like very confident.
Power.
Croissant.
I saw him smoking sometimes also.
Apparently I speak
a glass of wine, so I was sure it was right.
Yeah. Well, listen, maybe you shouldn't have had some brie cheese with the kid and crackers, huh?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what your counseling's all about, but this whole free expression Berkeley bullshit. And then you start asking everybody to have pronouns. Who wants to have a pronoun in juvenile hall? Okay? That's
we
probably why
an interesting case, and it was also about pronouns.
Oh God!
By the way, you really think that I'm possessed too? Because sometimes
no.
process since my aunt Rosie, she was very religious. So actually, when I was 7 years old, I mean, every time I saw a cross, I felt like a weird feeling. And by the way, I think we should change pronouns on Jesus.
Okay, listen, Brian, why don't you take Andrea out? See if you can, give him something to lighten him up, okay? I don't care what it is, okay? I'll have you guys talk to other people later. I got to move on. I'm going to have the case manager and the parole officer.
Come on, guy, let's get out of here.
Parole administrator, case manager. Okay, all right. So we're talking about Sinner and Tex. Okay, just so I understand, you didn't bring your friggin' guitar in here. You're not going to start doing folk songs again, are you, Zoe?
It is at least 10 feet away from me. I'm not just going to break out into song.
Okay, all right, good, because a lot of times in meetings you start doing folk songs, and it's kind of, I don't want to hear them right now. Okay?
I find it lightens the mood. Everyone is entitled to their own opinion, though.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, and Andrew, I can't have you threatening people in the parking lot.
Okay, but they're criminals. They're criminals.
Actually, they're just people parking in the parking lot. It's a parking lot where there's other.
How do you know? How do you know? There are so many people
we're next
out
to
there.
a friggin' Walmart.
Have you seen every single one of them? Have you checked all of their IDs to make sure they are not a criminal? No, you have not done that. I'm doing the good work.
Okay, we share the parking lot with Walmart, okay? Some of them are Walmart employees. I'm getting complaints about you busting people who are working at Walmart.
Yeah, well, you don't want criminals working at Walmart, do you?
Okay, these people are over 18, okay? We can't...
What? A criminal has to be under 18? Is that what you're saying?
No, we're a juvenile hall, okay? We're until they're 18, okay? So threatening people, I don't know, you're power hungry. You're like friggin' Barney Fife. Remember that guy on Andy Griffith? You're a power hungry little freak, okay? So let's just back off.
We can make it like half juvenile. What if we do like the South Wing juvenile and the North Wing, whatever, not juvenile?
Okay, well, listen,
adults.
we can't start just abducting people and putting them in. What do you think? This is America? Okay, here we go. All right, so listen, let's go over to Zoe. Now, okay, so you're the case manager. Let's talk about Sinner. How's that case going?
It's not going good. I've been trying to reintegrate him into the community, and it backfires on me every time. And
Now, wait a minute. You took him out and he was in the community. Did you sign him out? I don't remember any papers where you took Sinner out yourself on your own to a community?
It was a long leash. Okay, it was a very, very long leash. I thought I
You
could
put him on a leash?
I had
You
to make
leashed it?
He's a big guy. He's
Okay.
huge.
What do you do? Put like a chain collar around him? What are you doing here?
It's like a little harness.
You got that from Andrew, didn't you? Because Andrew's got all these harnesses and whips and guns and bows and arrows, and he thinks he's some sort of warrior.
Yeah, he said I could take whatever I needed. So I just
I am.
thought I'd strap the harness on him. It completely backfired. He gnawed himself out of there. And then, I mean, he really likes to sell drugs to the elderly. He likes to like the pill thing, and saying the pills are the things he the old folks think that they're getting Imodium, and he's actually giving them a stool hardener, and it's not what they want. And
Well, how do you know all this? I mean, you're out there. It sounds like you're promoting him doing this yourself. What do you have, some sort of crush on this guy or something? What's going on with you and Sinner? You know, he's turning 18 in a week.
I mean, that just so happens to be like, I mean, he's a Gemini, and I find myself very aligned with Geminis, and it just happens to be that he's turning 18. It doesn't matter if I happen to be in love with him or not.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, that's going to affect the case. All right. Andrew, do you think Sinner should be paroled?
Honestly, no. I mean,
why?
With
All right, give me some reasons.
With a name like Sinner, I mean, why would we send him out again? I mean, he's already been in and out and in and out. And, all the programs we have him going through, he does great while he's here. Then we send him out and he comes right back in. We need to just stop sending him out.
Okay, so what do you say? We got to get him out of here. So we're going to send him either to a home, or we're going to send him to another low-level jail. What are we going to do with him? Those are the choices, or we parole him.
I think we send him to Guantanamo.
Okay. All right. You're just getting weird on me. All right. Let's go over to Tex. Okay. Let's go to Tex. Tex is a liar. Tex is lying. What's going on with Tex, Zoe?
So again, I tried to reintegrate them into the community, and it completely backfired on me. I am okay with taking the heat on that, though. Okay. It backfired. These kids, and they're getting out of these harnesses. When I was a kid, I could never get out of my harness. I don't understand. And it completely backfired on me. He's just a bean thief. I just don't understand. He keeps look, these are my notes, okay? So I have him yeah, of course, like there was something about cars or something like that. He likes to, these two kids are obsessed with the old folks. He likes to steal the beans from the old folks' home.
Wait, did you take him out too and give him a little walk in the community?
I take full responsibility. I'm so sorry. They just need the fresh air. It completely backfired. Maybe they don't actually need fresh air. Maybe the opposite. I tried the reverse psychology does not work on these kids. I will tell you that. The Uber thing, completely. Oh my God! Don't even. Yeah. Probably shouldn't even be telling you that.
All right. So I know you graduated from Columbia. It's all beginning to make sense now. Okay. Let's go over to Andrew. Tex.
I believe him. He's a good kid.
Oh my God.
He's been here. He's a child of God. Oh. And he has really changed for the better. Honestly, I've been talking to Andrea about this. We both think he is ready.
Okay, so basically you want to send him to maybe a home and then you want to be his big brother, right? Is this what's going on with you and him?
Yeah, yeah,
I see.
absolutely. You know, and maybe we start a new religion, you know.
Mm-hmm.
He has 6 kids.
6, 6, he went 3 with it. All right. Well, listen, you two go, get some to grab some lunch or something. Okay. We're going to be meeting some other people today. Let me have the deputy and the detention officer. Okay. All right. Well, you're the 2 guys who brought in Sinner, and you're all okay. Jack, please don't suck your thumb at the meetings, okay? I've told you about that. You either have to have a carrot in your mouth, or I know that I like to suck on things too because I wasn't breastfed. I know you weren't breastfed. I know your mother didn't want to breastfeed you. We've had extensive breastfeeding conversations, okay? I don't need to have you sucking your thumb just because you're relaxed around me, okay? You can just hold your little blanket, your security blanket.
Bunky. It's called
Okay.
Bunky.
Yeah, okay. All right. All right. So, Nick,
Yeah.
you and Jack have to go out and get these people. So, you act like Jack is a special needs kid who's sucking his thumb in the area where you're going to catch Sinner or you're going to catch Tex. They feel sorry for him. They maybe approach him to sell him drugs or something. And then you bust him. Is that exactly how this went down?
Well, kinda. I mean, that's what we were trying to do. We had Jack. He was all lined up. I mean, look at him. He doesn't even have to act. I mean, it's method acting at its finest. So we had everything lined up. This was for a completely different kid. But then come roaring down the street, I recognize the mayor's car, and I see it, and I say, "Oh my God, Jack, we gotta go." Well, the mayor doesn't drive like that, and if he does, oh my God, I'm giving the mayor a ticket. I've always wanted to give the mayor a ticket. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
But no, it wasn't the mayor. It was just some kid. So yeah, no, that's how that one went down.
So you just you got Sinner out of the car, you brought him down and booked him, and then that's how he got into juvenile hall for the 3rd time.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. All right, Jack.
Look.
What were the methods, Jack? What were your methods to try and lure? He pulls the guy over in the car. What were you doing?
Yeah, Sinner was going way too fast. I just yelled at him to slow down, and he didn't slow down. So,
well, what were you doing? Running alongside the car? What are you waving at him? What are you doing?
Waving?
He was leaning out the window. He had his head out the window like a dog.
I sent him to detention. That's what he deserves to go to detention. So
you were following him in your car, Nick, and Jack was leaning out the car going, "Stop, stop."
Yeah. We had the siren on. I was talking to him through the speaker because that's how cops do things.
Yeah.
And Jack had his head out the window. He was going, "Oh, stop!" And I had to grab his shirt and pull him back in a couple of times because I thought he was going to fall out the car. Why'd you put me with this guy? Is this really the only guy we've got?
It's DEI. I have to hire.
Look, this is why I really should go back to the big force. I know they didn't want me, so they sent me here, but I think I've learned my lesson. My God, it's bad here.
No, because you embezzled. Anyway, that's a whole other thing.
Okay, everyone in NYPD did. I just got caught.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's go to Tex. How did you get Tex? Because this is all going to come up when the parole comes up. I want to make sure I hear the story again and get it right. Starting with you, Nick.
Okay. So here's the weird one. Okay, Tex. He didn't even try and sell Jack drugs. He saw Jack and he was concerned, but he was kind of weirded out by him. I think he might have thought he was like a homeless guy because Jack, for whatever reason, he decided to wear some stupid outfit. It had holes in it. Jack will tell you about it. But no, so he actually passed Jack on the street and he just had nothing to do with him. And I'm sitting in my car, okay? And he comes up to me and he asked me if I want anything. And I'm like, "Oh shit, am I in this part of town?" I didn't know what I was in for, But no, he offered me drugs. He offered me all sorts of things, and I was like, "Yeah, you know what? I'll take some drugs. What do you got?" And he told me that he would sell me some. What did he say? He told me.
Oh,
He
Tex.
said he had X. Yeah, he said he had X.
We can eat beans.
Beans, man, sure. But yeah, no. And then he gave it to me, and it was ibuprofen. I didn't take it. I just know what ibuprofen looks like.
Okay, all right. Listen, and what were you doing, Jack?
Yeah, what were you doing, Jack?
Oh yes, this was the fun costume where I got to wear the ones with all the holes in it from the scissors that I cut out. I made my tie-dye, my tie-dye shirt. Yeah.
What was the purpose of that? What? Why were you doing that? We're trying to catch Tex.
Oh, bright colors attract things. That's what I've learned in animology class.
This has to be nepotism. Why is he here?
We have to. I had to pick up some.
He said we have to catch this animal, so I dressed up like.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So then you dressed up. Wait a minute. I remember that one of the pictures. So you dressed up like an animal. Nick had you on some sort of collared leash. You were walking on all four. The guy thought you were freaks, so he decided to want to sell you some pills, and then you busted him. Was that how it went down, Deputy and Jack?
That was Zoe's idea. She's the one who brought us the leash. She's the one who brought us the animal. I don't know what that was all about, but we tried it and we got someone. So I mean, it works. These kids are freaks, man.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, you're gonna talk with some of the other people here today. Let's work all this out. Okay. I got to meet with the cook and the counselor.
Real quick.
What's that? Best. Okay. Good. That's good. You guys are wonderful.
Very nice.
Nice. Okay. All right. You can go suck your thumb in the corner now. All right. Go on. In the corner. All right, let's get the cook in here and the counselor. Okay, so, all right, so wait a minute, Andrea. Oh, he thinks he's possessed now. All right, before we start the meeting, why don't you go? Yeah. Okay, it's okay. Why don't you talk? Why don't you go analyze our cook and his cooking, because obviously there's a lot of complaints going on. So why don't you tell him what they are?
So, James, so you are definitely out of the breastfeeding trio. So no more problems, no more oral problems like Jack and, but so I received many complaints. So Tex told me that you have a plan to make inmates to escape using your noodles.
What?
That's not fair.
May I respond to this ridiculousness accusations made by
Tex has been very convincing.
All right, well, let him respond, okay, freak? Go ahead.
First of all, I prefer the French. Put that down. My kitchen is more holy than a church.
Your reaction tells me a lot about how far you are from Jesus right now. Go ahead.
You put that. Let me tell you something, little man.
Yeah, I'm listening.
There is no escape program going on here, and it is not part of my kitchen. It is not part of what I do. I need Tex. I need him for the supply chain, because what we are short on is food and beans, and I am trying to reinstate culture here. But I've got you nimwits running around with your big glasses trying to psychoanalyze me. You cannot do this, for I am an artist, darling, and you are just a funny little footnote in my kitchen right now.
Look. So I'm glad that you implemented beans. Those are great. I'm buying like beans too. Those are great. But so why do you make those noodles so gummy on purpose?
It is a statement about what we do in here. Gummy worms in the noodles is exactly how it is made in the French tradition. And I speak fluent for mon amour de affaires de pasteur la neige de amana ul. And Tex understands this, and you clearly do not because you are a culturalist twit.
Is that French?
Okay, all right. Listen, we just wanted to talk about the fact that the food is not up to par with these two. They complained about it, and we're just trying to let you know because the counselor told me, and you're using way too much sauces. Okay, the food is almost past the date of expiration, and then way past sometimes, and then you make a hamburger it's brown, and then you put a bunch of sauce on it to cover it up, like béarnaise or something. I don't want to kill anybody.
Your pronunciation of béarnaise is awful, God. As much as your taste buds are tone deaf.
That I agree.
Miss Silence, I am speaking. Mr. Skov. Mr. Skov, how am I supposed to create art from Purdue frozen natural chicken? What is this garbage? And then for sauce, you give me cream cheese? Do you not even understand the viscosity? And you tell me to make a cream sauce of a sacre bleu sauce out of this? I have to melt it. I have to melt it at exactly 850 degrees in an iron pan. And do you give me an iron pan? No, you do not give me anything. You do not give me enough. You don't deserve any food.
Okay, listen, your anger management's out of control, okay? You really got some issues. You're getting angrier and angrier the older you get, okay? Why don't you go out and get laid, okay? I know you don't have any sex partners. I know you haven't been laid for a long time. All you do is sit around and cook and cover up your shit with bad sauces. So, I'm going to go into your kitchen in a few minutes and I'm going to check it out because the last time it was a fucking B. It wasn't an A. There was cockroaches in there. And then there was a whole little area over there where you actually have an ant farm.
I had 3 Michelin stars. Who are you to come into my kitchen, Mister? Oh, James, please, could I have some breast milk? Oh, James, my mother never loved me, and you start whining like little baby to me, as if I would actually give
the Michelin stars were from a goddamn tire company. Okay, you bought some Michelin tires for your goddamn sports car because you want to go out and get a young chick, and no one wants to go out with you, okay? You have middle-age fucking freakness, okay? All of a sudden you turn 45.
I melted that rubber town into the most succulent vanilla sauce that you have ever tasted, but you will never even have a little bit of it, Mr. Whiny Breast Milk. Oh, my mommy never loved me. Well,
okay, I don't see her breasts. I don't see her nipples anymore.
It's his mom. It's his mom. He was 6 years old. Okay. He got punished because he didn't finish the cheese.
You want my breast milk, huh, Mr. Does that make you feel like strong, big, strong?
All right, listen. I'm gonna hold on a second.
Put it out.
Okay. Look it. I'm gonna have other people meet with you guys later. Okay. This is just really too weird. There's a devil behind you. Okay, Andre. Look, the devil's behind you. Okay. All right. Go and get some more sauces. I'll be in your kitchen in a few minutes. All right, I need the parole officer and the probation officer to please meet and talk about the case.
200 feet from my kitchen, Ryle.
All right, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
Where's the parole, probation and parole?
Beats me. I mean, I'm here. I mean, are there? Oh, fuck.
Sorry, I was late. Just yes, exactly. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you don't have any respect for my time, do you? Always sitting there with your nose in the fucking Bible. Never enough time to come talk to your coworkers.
Well, you know, the Lord is the most important person.
Yeah, and so that's why he pays your bills?
Yes, he does. He does. I have prayed to him for many, many years, and he has blessed me with this wonderful job that allows me to pay my bills. So yes, Jesus does pay my bills.
He writes his name on the check? You pay the check, you pay to your leasing office, and
well,
it says
obviously
collection
not.
on
I mean, he's metaphysical.
So he doesn't, right? So exactly, that's exactly my point. So he doesn't pay your bills. You come here and you do your
No,
work. And you pay
he
your
does
bills, and us
because
other people around here work our asses off, so we can also pay our bills.
He creates everything. Therefore, he pays my bills. You see how this works.
So now
if I could just
no, hold on. Now, if I stopped working and I just lived my life and I didn't pay rent, I didn't pay for food, I didn't pay for nothing, that's also his problem, right?
That is not his problem. That is your problem. You have free will.
So then he doesn't pay your bills.
Yes, he does.
Oh
yes,
my
he does.
God.
He blessed me with this job. Now I have the free will to leave this job. Then he wouldn't be paying my bills. But he blessed me with his job, which can pay my bills. Therefore, Jesus pays my bills.
Okay, can the case manager meet the detention manager, case manager, detention? Talk about the case.
Hi.
Hi, Jack. Do you know anything about fiber?
No, nothing about fiber. I just get all my PB&Js that my mom makes me before I come to the office, the prison.
Okay.
I really like the collar that you gave us. We're about to go out and catch someone else doing the same golden retriever bit.
Oh yeah, yeah. Are you okay? Are you okay, Jack?
Why would I not be?
Nothing. I'm sorry. So you have one of my leashes on, or Andrew's leashes on? Okay. And who told you to put that on?
Nick. Me and Nick go out and we catch the bad guys.
You guys catch the bad guys?
The bad guys, yeah.
Yeah. And what do you do when you catch the bad guys, Jack?
We put them in detention.
In detention. That's nice, Jack. And what does detention look like for these people?
Oh, they're bad boys. They don't get to go out and play with the rest of the people who are outside playing in the yards. They have to sit by themselves. They have to sit usually in like the corners of the rooms.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, pretty bad stuff.
Okay, if the deputy and the cook and the counselor can please meet now.
Hey James. Love the food. It's been great. It's been great lately. You know.
Thank you.
And I'm not supposed to eat it necessarily, but like I always go in and I sneak some. You know?
Thank you for the word of encouragement. You are a patron saint of mine confidence.
Great, man. That's cool.
The counselor, if you could stop trying to get the devil out of your room and go meet with these guys.
What would you put in there?
No, these I found. These are delicious. These are from my hometown in Provence. These are arachnia. Arachnia. We put them in the arachnia. We cook them in the Philadelphia cream sauce. 750 degrees for at least 2.
James, don't move. Don't move.
Oh, this guy.
The devil is still behind you. Don't move. You see it, Nick? You see it?
Still convinced the devil's everywhere, huh?
He's not behind me.
We got a guy named.
He's not behind me. There's the wall.
Don't move. Step.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Get back, man.
Andrea, here. I give you this. Okay. This is a great hunting knife that should be used to kill the devil as long as you stay 100 feet away from me and my kitchen and everybody
I've
else.
always been looking for, such a, efficient weapon. Thank you. I appreciate it, James.
Is blessed.
Did you put it like into, garlic sauce?
Yes, I bless it in garlic sauce and Chateau Provence.
Do you think I can use it like to kill Sinner, and so to put like the devil out of him?
Jesus Christ, man! What is? Okay. What is going on? Okay, so because we got a guy named Sinner here, you think?
No, I talked to Andrew. He agrees. Like we need he's working on a ritual. That is going to happen like tomorrow at midnight. And so if you want to join, I mean, actually, I was a little shy. I didn't want to ask because I know you're very busy, but.
Okay, I think you're nuts. All right? I think you're nuts.
No,
we got this kid in here.
We're going to perform the exorcism. And
the
Andrew
exorcism.
is the right person.
No, the kid just goes by Sinner. Oh, my God. He just needs to. He's 17.
Mario. Call him Mario.
Okay, if everybody could come back in for a second, please. We have a problem here. We have a little bit of a problem. Okay, Zoe convinced Jack to let Sinner and Tex out into her custody. And then they went out and did another little social event, and they both escaped. Okay? So we don't really have anything left to talk about this case. Okay, this case is we're gonna have to get him back in here, and we only got a week, okay? So do you want to play your little friggin' folk song for us now before we all go to lunch? Would you like to do just a little thing for us?
Music.
Let's
hear just a little. But just a chord. Just a
Think
chord.
from the heart.
Just a
I
chord.
feel you, Zoe.
We're gonna cry.
Crying.
Don't you want somebody to love?
Yeah, she lost her boyfriend, Sinner. All right, everybody, go to lunch. We'll talk later. Go to lunch.
Cream cheese for lunch.
Wow. Okay. I don't wish I was in that juvenile hall with those psychos. Okay, we're going to go to the Dude Ranch. I'm the owner of the Dude Ranch. We have our wrangler, who's my son, Brian, and we have guest services, who's Andrew. We have the ranch hand, who's James. The brother, number one, is Andrea with his sister, and that's Zoe. And then her son, Zoe's son, is Nick, and Andrea's son is Jack. And they decided to get out of the city and come to the Dude Ranch. So I'm going to get into my character now. We're going to be doing the Dude Ranch. We're out here in Montana. And we get people coming up here all the time. We got horses, we got streams, we got wildlife, we got games, horseshoes, shuffleboard, pool. We got it all up here. We just have a great, great time. So if everybody wants to come into the main room for a second. Okay, at the Dude Ranch. I wonder if I have a different background I could get. Do you have some sort of a Dude Ranch background? I'm going to make my wife work while everybody gets ready to come in. She's going to find me a Dude Ranch. Okay, we're getting everybody in here. Okay, let's get a little Dude Ranch behind me. She's looking. All right, well, while she's looking, I want to always still have your sister needs to. Good old Zoe, the sister, needs to come on in. Okay, so everybody's in here now. This is great. And I just want everyone to know I'm really happy you're out here at the Dude Ranch. I put a little city behind me because I know you're city folks, but eventually we're going to show you what the Dude Ranch looks like. Now, I have my son, Brian. He's my wrangler. Brian's been my son all my life. That's just a little joke. We like to make little fun jokes up here. And, of course, I'm glad you brought your sons and you came up here with your sister, which I thought was was really good, Andre. You're the one who called me and said, we got to get out of the damn city. I know that your sister just recently got divorced, and she was a little bit depressed. And he said, hey, well, let's get her out. Let's get her out. Let's bring her son, Nick, who obviously was affected by that divorce as well. He was kind of a daddy's boy, and now he doesn't get to be a daddy right now. And then I know, Andre, that's fantastic that, you wanted to experience having bonding with your sister. I know that you are still married, and you decided to say, let me just keep my wife home. She didn't really want to come to the Dude Ranch, but your sister did say, and that's going to be good bonding because you got your uncle there, Nick, with you as well, which is really great. Our ranch hand's James. James is a great ranch hand. He is he does everything around here. So if you have any problems or you need anything, need anything in your cottages, whatever, you just tell him. He'll go out and get it. If you need like a block of ice, or a salt lick. I'm just joking. We give salt licks to the horses. Brian knows all about salt licks. He used to lick the salt when he was a kid growing up. I said, you're going to have a heart attack if you do that. And guest services, there's my back. There we are. Guest services is Andrew. Andrew has been with me for quite a few years. He was Brian's best friend in school. And he said, hey, Dad, he went to community college and was learning all about guest services. And then he worked down at the local hotel. That hotel that has 12 rooms. And some people think it's haunted, but it's not. Anyway, Andrew's our guest services guy. He's into paranormal weird shit, so he might show you some witches or some weird stuff on the Dude Ranch. We got some, especially since it's a full moon. Full moon. I like whiskey myself. I drink whiskey, and anybody can have whiskey with me if they want. Sometimes James likes to take his gun out and shoot things late at night, so don't worry if you hear some glass being broke off some of the fences. Sometimes he shoots the fence. We gotta get some more wood to fix it. He has to fix it. He fixes. He once missed the fence and actually almost killed one of the people in room 14, the cottage. But
I don't see as good as I used to, but it was pretty close.
Well, it's because of the one eye. He's got the one eye that wanders a little bit, and he doesn't always. Just when he gets nervous, it starts to wander, especially when he sees a pretty woman. Like Zoe, he just recently got divorced. He likes the women that James. He'll sweet talk you with some cowboy talk. All right, listen. Okay. Listen, Andre. You said your son was going to a prep school, and he's kind of a little preppy and kind of prim and proper and preppy, and doesn't like to get into the dirt. He doesn't swear. He's almost a prude, and I think you need to get him out here. Have some fun with him, okay? Let it go, Jack. Boy, just let it go. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to have my staff stay with me for a second. I'm going to meet with everybody separately, and great to have you all here at the Dude Ranch. Really great. Okay. All right, staff. Listen, I didn't want to tell him all the things about James. I mean, you actually have killed, not guests, but one of the people's dogs, and you just sometimes you drink a little bit too much and you start shooting late at night. Maybe you can hold that back a little bit on this trip, okay?
It was an alleged dog, okay? It could have been one of them wild dogs. We don't even really know. I mean, that dog, even though it had a collar, didn't really live in the house.
Well, that's what we'll tell him. We'll tell him you shot a coyote or a wolf. Okay. So, but just, they brought a cat with them. So I just want you to know we don't want no cat shot, because they'll go, wow. And then they'll know there's something wrong. And I don't think that might spook the cows or the horses. Now, listen, Brian, please. Yeah. You're getting really close with Bessie the bull. You're sleeping out in the barn with it. What's up with that now?
What can I say? I mean, I've been out, practicing all the martial arts now for about a year, and there's just nobody around us and in the dojos and stuff who are my size. Yeah. So I got to practice on the bull, because that's what's here, that's what's big, that's what's heavy, that's what gets me, going more with my technique and making sure that it's proper and I can take it down. I'm getting to the point where I can take Bessie down. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, I know you set up a little wrestling ring out there in the barn with you and the bull.
Yeah.
That's cool. That's cool. I don't mind that. I just don't want you
Yes,
getting
can use it too.
Yeah,
Everybody can use it.
Right. No one wants to do that. Okay.
He kicked you backwards 35 feet.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. He did kick you backwards once when you were 17. Remember that?
Well, yeah.
That was when he was just a little baby bull.
Yeah, that was like 4 years ago. Now I'm trained up, and he can't kick me 35 feet anymore. Maybe if he kicks me now, it's more like 10 feet. That's how built I am.
Yeah. Yeah. What's up with
you? You know what? That sounds like a challenge, James. You want to go out to the?
I like those odds. You getting kicked by a bull.
Yeah.
Let's go out to the wrestling ring after this meeting. We'll see.
Okay. I think it was really nice when you put the Liberty Bell on your chest when you wanted to vote for Trump when you were a full-on Republican. I think that to put the Liberty Bell there is just a real patriotic thing, son. I really appreciate that.
It's on fire.
Yeah. Well, it's a Liberty Bell on fire. Okay.
Liberty Bell on fire.
Okay, now, Andrew, what kind of paranormal shit you going to scare people with, huh?
Oh, well, I'm not going to scare people by telling them about the Top Hat Man who, you know, he likes to run around with the horses.
Yeah.
Especially on the horse tours. Some people do get freaked out whenever they see his little shadows, or sometimes, you know, he causes the horses to trip and fall, and that's
Andrew,
funny.
We know you're the one doing that. You're doing a lot of paranormal stuff yourself.
Totally not me. It's totally not me. I don't even own a hat.
Come on now. We all know that you had the white hat where you got on the dark black horse and you were dressed all in black and it was nighttime and all they saw was the white hat with a horse riding. It looked like there was no one on him. We know your little tricks.
Well, that was a special Halloween event.
Yeah.
Was it that was the same Halloween he carved the pumpkin and put it on his head like he was a headless horseman guy?
Yeah, it was really great.
Yeah, well, that pumpkin still could be considered a hat.
Right.
It's true.
When you dressed up like Five Nights at Freddy, when you were Freddy, and you go around to their windows and pop up and scare the kids
with the fingers. Yeah. I'm not just all of the ghosts here. I promise there are some actual ghosts here.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah, that sounds really
maybe
weird.
The ghost of Brian after he gets kicked by that bull.
All right. Come on.
Yeah, I don't understand though, James. Just tell me, why are you digging graves?
I mean, who's to, you know, say when a terrible, misfortunate, awful, maybe firearms related accident could befall our wonderful little operation here. I mean, we gotta.
I think it's scary.
But we gotta plan for the worst now.
Yeah, when Brian rides that, on the trail when they're all riding their horses and they go by 4 graves that have just been recently dug with a headstone, say to be determined. That's a little kind of freaky, don't you think?
It's a little freaky.
Well, yeah, I mean it's a little bit ominous. I guess I could meet with you there, but I mean, let's be honest. With Brian as their guide, it's not impossible that some of them might not.
Is that why, like every other family, you're putting a Brian tombstone out there too?
Oh.
I mean, it might be only a matter of time before.
I think you might need to go dig yourself one. Here,
okay.
Mister.
All right. Well, listen. Why don't you guys take it outside and get everything ready for our guests?
Go get your ass kicked by a wrestling ring. Go get your ass kicked by a bull.
I'm gonna meet with the brother and sister.
Me, the bull.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll go grab my 308. We'll figure this out.
All right, get out of here. I don't want to talk to you both anymore. God damn. Wouldn't talk to him at all if he wasn't my son. All right, let's get Zoe and Andre. Come on in. All right. So what do you two want to get out of this, huh? What do you want to get out of this trip?
Thank you for asking. I mean, Zoe is really depressed. And I noticed that actually I never talked to her.
Oh, that's too bad.
It never happened. Just that there's not any reason. Just I never talked to my sister my whole life. So this is the first time. So
what do you mean your whole life? Come on now. You don't think I'm going to believe that? You lived in the same house, girl.
Really? Tell him so. I mean, that's why it was my wife's idea. Yeah.
What?
Grace told me like, okay, I stay out of this. You go with your sister. She's depressed. She needs some help. So you're gonna make up for all these years, you know.
Oh, I see.
Life. Yeah. And of course, that my main purpose is for my son Jack. He's a mess. He's a mess.
Oh, okay.
We'll get there. We'll get there. Now, Zoe. So you are my sister. Nice to meet you. So what's up? What are you up to?
Just being depressed.
I know. Yeah. What are you thinking over there?
How are you, brother?
I'm good, but is that whiskey? You gave her like whiskey right away?
The bar's open. They can get whatever they want. You paid for.
That's good. You start with whiskey. That's a great start. Right. That's how you deal, with that.
I just don't drink the whiskey before tomorrow before you go horseback riding.
No. I think whiskey is great. Already, I gave like a bottle to Jack. That's
he's underage. I don't think you should do that. He's 19.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the
I
difference?
brought him here to make him a man.
I see.
That's my you know that he even tried to enroll to Berkeley.
Right.
I don't know.
Right.
He didn't tell me. So
That's pathetic.
This might be my last chance, to make him a man.
Right. And then he ended up going to Harvard.
I mean, no one is perfect, but yeah, that will be an improvement.
Okay. Look, Zoe, you didn't say anything. How do you feel about your brother?
I love my brother. I wish we got to meet maybe in a more intimate setting. I'm happy that I have a brother. I just don't know him, but I kind of just need someone in my life, so I'll just take what I can get. And if it's someone that's a stranger I mean, we're blood, so it's like there's got to be something there, right? I mean, something. Do you like whiskey, Andrea?
I feel great. I'm so happy too. Yeah, I mean,
okay.
Well, you're going to be meeting the wrangler, the ranch hand. You'll be meeting the guest services. So you'll be able to figure out what you want to do. So you talk to them about what you want, and it's really nice meeting you both. And I hope that you can kind of get along better now that you're kind of reacquainting yourself.
She already met like many people. I see like you're very social for being depressed. I mean that's good. That's good.
Mm-hmm.
She already made friends, with the wrangler, with a couple of guys. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'm trying to keep it together for my son, honestly.
Good. Go for it. Go.
Okay. Well, let me talk to your sons. Okay. Thank you, guys. Let's see what your sons want out of this trip. Okay. All right. Okay. So, so I know that you're going to Harvard, and you're, a preppy, and you're into the whole. I'm going to get straight A's, and that's fine. But you got to let your hair down. Maybe have some fun. You know what I mean? You're in the books too much, okay? Jack, that's what your dad told me. And I know that Nick, you're kind of going through some bad times now that Daddy left. Okay, Daddy left. And Daddy obviously left with your nanny, which was weird because, you don't have a nanny, for 10 years. You're like 18, 19, I think, too. And so that's weird, okay? 10 years ago, he must have loved your nanny all those years and didn't tell your mommy. How are you feeling about all this?
Dude, that's just a weird thing to do. Like, what are you doing? I came here with my family, and now, look, I'm already upset enough about my dad. And now you're coming in here, some strange old dude, telling me, your dad left. Did you know that? Yeah, I fucking know my dad left. Dude, it's not great. Can we talk about something else? Like, Jack's a fucking weirdo. Can we talk about Jack?
Okay, Nick. All right, Nick. Well, Thanks a lot.
More.
All right,
what's wrong with
all right,
you?
Mr. Eastwood. Actually, yeah, I got into Harvard, but I'm looking to get into Berkeley. So have you just calm down there? Now you just drop this act. You know, I this nice guy act. This I'm a Texas sheriff. Like, no, just drop the act. Like, this is pathetic. You know,
This is who I am. What are you talking about? You seem to be the ones acting. You two are very repressed and angry young men, which is what's happening with all the young people today. You're always angry.
I'm trying to make something of my family. I mean, you see what happens to Nick with Zoe and Uncle Sam, who's out of here. You know, he left them in the dust. I'm making something of our family. All right. And I had to come out to this stupid ranch to try to put together our family while I'm out there trying to study and actually make this family into something. Right. And I don't call me stuffy and preppy. There is nothing about me or my appearance that would tell you that. Okay.
Okay. Yeah. I wish we could record this conversation so you could watch it back. You know, first of all, I was a psychologist in college. I majored in psychology, but I never really did that because I used to analyze my brother, and he left. And so my dad said, no, you can't do that anymore. So I took over the Dude Ranch. But what do you guys want to do on the Dude Ranch?
Other than leave?
Yeah, honestly, I would just like to get away from you, strange dude.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, that's it then.
Where on the property is the furthest possible place from you and your staff?
We have some grave sites, newly dug grave sites. You can go and lay in one of those maybe and see if that makes you feel good.
Hell, I feel like I'm in there already, so maybe I'll go. Yeah.
Okay, great. Well, listen, why don't you stay out here, Jack, and we're going to have Andre, your father, come out here, and we're going to have our guest services guy talk to you two and see if he can get you two closer, okay? So I'm going to leave right now, and Nick, you can go leave right now and just, go find Zoe, your mommy. Okay, all right, I'm leaving, and Andrew, come on in here with Andre and see what they want with guest services.
Jack. So this is my son. He's smart. Very articulate. And
all right. Well, you ready to have some fun, man?
Sure.
He's having fun.
Yeah, we've got horse tours, we've got a swimming pool. It's not quite finished yet, but you shouldn't get too much concrete on you if you swim in it, which is nice. And it'll be great. We have room service out there. I mean, if you can call a swimming pool a room. Room service out to the swimming pool. You can have everything you want as long as it's meat. We don't have any vegetables here.
No.
God.
We're
he's
fresh
vegetarian.
out.
He's vegetarian, but come on, it's just
Dad, it's vegan. It's vegan. Get it right.
It's the same. You just he want to.
I mean, vegan. I understand being vegan. You know, you like the animals. One day's not going to kill you, man.
Well, if it does kill me, I might just eat it.
Okay. Can we negotiate? By the way, like,
is there any whiskey? Is there whiskey around here? I heard someone say whiskey.
Yeah, that I think.
Yes. Whiskey is one of our horses. You want to ride whiskey? Is that what you're saying?
No, sorry, that's vegan. Like,
oh no, I can't hear.
You can drink a lot of whiskey like a real man.
Is there alcohol? Is what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm unable to hear right now. I don't know why.
He's not able to hear.
Is alcohol the name of the horse? What the hell is this cruel place? Oh.
You remember, Jack, that something like this guy cannot hear all of a sudden when the black guy, you know, the guy with the white hat is out of the window.
It's a problem with my ears. It's a problem with my ears. Sometimes.
Yeah, but it happened yesterday. You remember when the guy? It's over there. There's a guy with a white hat out of the window. I saw it yesterday. And he told you, Jack. He told you to burn something. Like what he told you. Like he give you. It was nice. Like he told me. He told you to burn. In order to become a man, you gotta burn. I don't remember.
The whole place?
Who's that guy, Andrew?
Jim, wasn't his name
Jim? The guy like black suit and white hat that comes like every night. I mean,
are you saying
he knows you?
There's like
your best friends. I mean, I don't know.
Because right now you're describing the top hat man. So, because that was me. All the other times.
Possible.
So
it's out of the window
you're
right
saying, when did you see this?
He said like he came on Halloween last time, but I'm seeing him like every night. He says he's your friend. And he spoke to Jack. Yeah,
hey, Andrew,
like you want to be a man, you gotta burn things.
Where can I get the psychedelics that my dad is taking right now?
Okay, if the Wrangler could meet with the ranch hand and Zoe and her son Nick.
Well, you know what they say about us country boys. We don't need pickup lines, young lady. We have pickup trucks.
That's my son.
I was talking to you.
Dude.
I understand, but my son is right there.
Thank you, Mom.
Is he not cool with that?
I'm trying to find him a new daddy, but I'd like to do that without him present. Okay?
There's a wrestling ring over there. You want to?
Yeah, Brian, you could just take him and go that way.
No, I'm staying here. I'm just saying he could go over there, wrestle the bull, while you and I stay here. And by you and I mean me and Zoe. And you can go do your job, James.
Yeah, well, all my work's done for the day, so I think my keister is firm and
What,
planted
you fixed that
right
fence?
here. Oh yeah, that fence
last
is real.
night?
It's fixed real good, Brian.
Are you sure?
I'm
looking at a hole in it.
You're welcome to go over there and double check.
I'm looking at a hole right now, dumbass.
No, that's not a hole. That's a strategic opening.
Hey Nick, look over that fence over there. You see a hole in it?
You could go check out the strategic opening. The two of you, all you want.
Nick said so. There's a board over there.
Yeah, he says there's no hole. Thank you.
No, you stay.
No. You stay right where you are, young lady. And might I say, you definitely look on the young side.
Okay.
You definitely look like you don't have a kid.
Stop hitting on my mom.
That's my son. He said stop, and no means no. Right,
Okay.
Nick?
Yes. No.
I always appreciate a woman.
I don't know if James knows what that word means. So.
I always appreciate a woman who teaches and preaches strong moral values.
You're still hitting on my mom.
I'm finding some commonality. Okay.
No.
Can we talk about horses? Or I really wanted to go horseback riding with my son.
Yeah, of course we can. We got. I got to finish getting them ready, but then right after that, we'll take them out. Go on a nice little tour. I'll take you around the grave route that James made because he likes to scare y'all.
Okay,
but I ain't gonna do that.
I'm hearing about graves. Why are there dead people here? Why are you not wearing a shirt? What is going on here, Mom? What the hell?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Nick, for asking about the shirt question. So I've been training martial arts for like a year now. I used to be like 400 pounds, and now I'm down to this. I just want to show it off because I think that's cool.
And
that shows a lot of shows.
400 pounds later, and he's still an eyesore.
That's impressive.
Shut up, James.
Yeah, shut up, James.
Hey,
what the fuck is wrong with
don't talk to your new stepfather that way.
Stop!
Okay, James, I want him removed. Do not talk to my son.
Yeah, I'll take
it. Okay, James.
I'm gonna be his stepfather, and Brian, I'm going to be your daddy.
James,
that's my son.
James and Brian, please come out for a second, please.
Yeah.
God, now you've done it.
If Andrea can go in there with Jack so the families can talk about what they want to do together.
Baby, I'm sorry that happened. I did not plan. I am so sorry.
It's okay.
I'm trying to find you a new daddy, and it's gonna happen. Okay.
Oh God.
Sorry.
You look good. You look good.
Who the fuck put this on my head?
Wasn't
that
me.
my
I wouldn't
nephew?
call you douche.
I'm pretty confused now because Jack, so you're telling me that there was no man in a black suit. So you're telling me that there's ghosts in here? And that's
What?
what Andrew told you? I mean, that's crazy.
What?
Whoever wrote this on my head has to be. What about me screams douche? There is nothing.
Your hair's a
mean,
little kind of, but
You're
I'm
wearing a tie, dude.
I don't
We're
know.
at a
That's
dude
pretty
ranch.
weird.
What is a dude
Sorry, I like
ranch?
to be
He's right.
presentable.
Okay, you're kind
I'm
of a
pretty
dude.
confused. I'm pretty confused. So so last night, so let's start from, from the top, okay? Again, so last night you went to bed and there was like no douche, nothing. You were okay. You didn't eat anything, weird, any grass, like any, I don't know, mushrooms, those vegan, like very weird stuff that sometimes you might eat. You know what I mean?
No.
No, right? So you were okay. Your health, yeah. And then what happened in the middle of the night?
I slept.
What?
Normal.
What is this place? Why
I'm
did
just
you
gonna
bring
say
us here?
that is not Nick's handwriting, so it's not Nick.
No.
He would never. I did not raise my boy like that.
Thanks, Auntie. That's good to know it wasn't Nick. But
And I
these
mean,
are
there's
straight
no
people
ghost
that work
in here. That would be crazy, right?
Good word though. It fits you.
He's not wrong. It really it suits you.
Okay, I need to meet with guest services in the Wrangler, please. Thank you, guys. Go get ready for your horses. Okay. All right. So, yeah, let's. Where's guest services, Andrew?
I don't know.
He's always late for everything. This guy is.
I know.
Late
I was
to
trying
his-
to help him out when I gave him
Okay.
I'm
All right.
the ghost of Christmas past.
All right. Take off the sheet. We know it's you. Okay.
it's you.
All right.
I'm just kidding, guys.
Yeah.
But
It's,
really, there are ghosts here.
yeah. Okay. I'm going to tell you what's really going on. Okay. First of all, I've been kind of watching James. Okay. He's doing those grave sites because he actually is killing people from the town. Locals, not the locals, the people who usually like people who wanderers who come through the town and no one knows who they are, and he's burying them in these sites. He's also the one who's the black top hat guy. Okay, so he's been trying to freak you out, Andrew.
So there aren't any ghosts.
He is the one creating all the ghosts. Okay, he's the one. That's right. He's creating them all.
God damn.
Okay. So I just wanted to let you guys know that. And he's also the one who apparently he wrote douche on Jack's head. Okay. So I
mean,
thought
to be
That's
fair,
child's fault.
he is
Right.
pretty douchey.
he was, but I just wanted you guys to know that because we're going to all call a intervention at the end. But right now I have James going over to meet the desperate ex-housewife, Zoe. And then I'll reconvene with you guys. So I'll see you in a few minutes, okay?
I'll tell you, she did not like the vibes that James was putting out.
Yeah, well, let's see what they're going to talk about.
Good luck, Zoe.
That one.
Well, hello there. I see you're getting your drink on quite early in the day. This is good news.
Okay. I don't know why we ended up alone together. I kind of like asked.
It's as if somebody had, little birdie had just kind of told me your schedule and what you're interested in, and
I see.
yeah, you like nature walks, and I also too am a person of this here good nature stuff.
Well, so I'm just trying to get my son some more nature and fresh air. We're from the city. I've never taken him horseback riding, and I just want to just give him everything that me and his dad couldn't because
He's out of the picture.
He's out of, yes, he
Yeah.
happens to be out of the picture.
He's
Slow your roll.
from the family photos, right? He's
no, because no, not necessarily. He's still Nick's dad. They look just alike. Nick and I look nothing alike, so it's kind of hard to. Anyways, can you completely derailed this conversation already? I'm just trying to get my son into nature.
I'm just following it wherever it wants to go.
No, you
Missy.
took
There's
it
no
somewhere
plan
completely.
here.
You are just like Sam. You are just like Sam.
Don't say that. Don't you ever say that again to me. I know Sams. I know plenty of Sams. They come around these parts from the big city thinking they all this and that. You can't hide those kinds of things from me, you know. I know where those Sams are. I know where they like to live, but they don't do too well up here. So if I was you, I wouldn't confuse me for one of them. But I'm just saying, I got the S, the T, the D, and all I need is the U. That's all we need to do to make this a full-blown rodeo.
Okay, is Brian single? I don't really care. I don't care.
Brian, why are you asking about that shirtless little weirdo?
He's determined, and he's showing me right off the bat what he
determined. He's determined to get kicked in the balls by a bull. You really want to watch the next evolution of Jackass? That's all he's good for.
I love those movies.
Okay, if everybody come on back in here, I got a little surprise for you. It's come to our conclusion that we've decided to, okay, you may want to take Jack into the bedroom after we finish this. I don't get him on a horse. Okay. Anyway, we found out as we were looking around, because I asked Andrew and my son, Brian, to go around and see if there's any loose dirt anywhere. And they were able to find some, dug it up, and just found some people who were kind of like drifters that had been missing. They were cold cases. And they found at least a couple on the property now. They think there could be up to 20 or 30 of these things. Because it seems like people go into our town, Billings, and then all of a sudden they're gone. They're disappeared. So James, we have some people who might want to talk to you, who are coming out to the ranch. They're going to talk to you, and maybe you can give them a little tour of some of these loose grave areas. And I think it looks like you gave Jack some sort of were you trying to kill the kid?
Oh, God.
Trying to kill that kid?
What?
Absolutely not. I do not. Where is this coming from? You got no right accusing me of trying to set Jack up to take a fall or to fall off his horse and break his neck. And Zoe, I am a really good guy. Okay, if I was hunting you, I'd blow my load in your face and put you in the back of my pickup truck. And drive off.
It's just a little bit too much. It's a little too much.
You can't say that.
So we're just gonna we want to do a little chemical thing on Jack. I have a doctor coming out here, and we're gonna probably try and find out what's happening. But we also found out you're creating all the ghosts on the property as well, James, to freak out Andrew. Is there something you want to say, Jack?
I'll only take a doctor that went to Berkeley.
Okay. Oh my God. Okay. All right. Well, listen, you guys can stay around the ranch. The threat is gone. It's James. So, James, you're going to be picked up. Okay. And I don't think James.
I want a helicopter on the roof and $1 million.
Put that down.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been the Dude Ranch.
That's off, James.
Okay, thank you. That's our shows for today. 2 fabulous shows. I hope you guys enjoyed them at home. We'll be back in 4 weeks with something different. I think it's going to be something on an airplane, but I think we definitely have to introduce this wonderful cast today, starting with Andrea.
Thank you for watching.
Zoe.
Thanks for watching. I have no idea what just happened this whole time.
Brian.
Stay away from the bulls, fellas.
Jack.
I'm better than you, and you know it.
James.
I am the bulls.
Nick. And Andrew.
Make sure the concrete in the pool is dry before you swim in it.
Yes, because you don't know. Probably James will kill you that way too. All right, wave goodbye, everybody. We'll see you in 4 weeks of the brand new show.